Shocking. 1 minute ago, UK shops raided in chaos. Looters strike like never before. Stop everything. This just happened in the UK, and the scenes are horrifying. Stores emptied in minutes, police overwhelmed, and ordinary citizens caught in panic. What you're about to see could change how we view safety, law enforcement, and public order in Britain forever. Don't blink, because the chaos is real. It's now, and it's spreading fast. Witnesses describe scenes of confusion and fear. In several towns and city centers, groups moved quickly from shop to shop, taking advantage of the sheer speed at which order seemed to collapse. Some stores closed their doors in panic. Others never had the chance. Videos circulating online show shutters coming down too late, alarms blaring into the night, and streets filled with shouting, running, and flashing lights. Police sources confirmed they were caught off guard by how rapidly the situation developed. Officers were dispatched as soon as reports came in, but the coordination and scale of the incidents made immediate containment difficult. This was not a single flashpoint. It was multiple locations, unfolding almost simultaneously, stretching resources thin and forcing difficult decisions about where to respond first. Retail workers are among those most shaken. Employees describe being told to step back, not to intervene, to prioritize personal safety over property. For many, the experience was terrifying. People who went to work expecting a normal shift suddenly found themselves in the middle of chaos, unsure whether help would arrive in time. As the scenes spread across social media, public reaction was immediate and intense. Anger, fear, disbelief, and frustration poured out online. Some demanded tougher policing, others questioned how such breakdowns could happen in a country that prides itself on order and rule of law. Many expressed concern not just about the damage done, but about what this says regarding the wider state of society. Officials are urging calm, but even their language reflects the seriousness of the moment. Statements emphasize that investigations are underway, that arrests are expected, and that additional police presence will be deployed. At the same time, there is an acknowledgement that this is not just about criminal acts, but about underlying pressures that may be pushing situations towards sudden eruption. Economists and social analysts are already weighing in. They point to rising living costs, economic uncertainty, and social tension as a volatile mix. When pressure builds quietly over time, they warn, it can sometimes release suddenly and unpredictably. Tonight's events are being viewed through that lens by many observers. Shop owners are counting losses that may take months to recover from. For small businesses, even a single night like this can be devastating. Insurance claims take time, repairs cost money, and customer confidence can disappear overnight. In some areas affected, traders are questioning whether they can even afford to reopen. Communities are also grappling with the emotional impact. Residents describe a sense of shock that something like this could happen so close to home. Streets that felt familiar and safe now look different in the aftermath, marked by broken glass and empty windows. The psychological damage, many say, may last longer than the physical cleanup. Political reaction has been swift but divided. Some voices call for immediate crackdowns and tougher enforcement, arguing that a strong response is the only way to restore order. Others caution against knee-jerk reactions, urging leaders to look deeper at why tensions are reaching a boiling point. The debate is already heating up, and it is likely to intensify in the days ahead. Meanwhile, law enforcement is focusing on restoring calm. Increased patrols are being rolled out, and authorities say they are monitoring the situation closely to prevent further incidents. They stress that the majority of people are law-abiding and should not feel blamed or targeted. The focus, they insist, is on those responsible for the disorder. What makes this moment especially unsettling is the speed. From the first reports to widespread awareness, barely minutes passed. In an age of instant communication, events no longer stay local for long. What happens in one place becomes a national conversation almost immediately, amplifying fear, outrage, and speculation. There are also concerns about imitation. History shows that highly visible incidents can sometimes encourage copycat behavior, especially when emotions are already running high. Authorities are clearly aware of this risk and are urging people not to spread unverified footage or rumors that could inflame the situation further. For many viewers watching from home, the scenes feel surreal. Britain is accustomed to protests, strikes, and political debates, but the sudden emptying of shops and visible breakdown of order touches a different nerve. It challenges assumptions about stability and forces uncomfortable questions about resilience. Experts emphasize that moments like this are rarely about a single cause. They are usually the result of layered issues building over time. Economic stress, social fragmentation, and a loss of trust in institutions can combine in unpredictable ways. When they do, the result can look sudden, even though the warning signs were present long before. As night turns into early morning, cleanup crews begin their work, and shop owners assess the damage. Police continue making inquiries, reviewing footage, and identifying those involved. Officials promise accountability, but they also know that restoring a sense of normality will take more than arrests alone. Public trust is fragile in moments like this. How authorities respond in the next hours and days will shape how this episode is remembered. A measured response could calm tensions. A heavy-handed or poorly communicated one could deepen divides. Across the country, people are talking. In homes, online forums, and workplaces, the same questions keep surfacing. Is this an isolated outbreak or a sign of something bigger? Was this preventable? And what needs to change to ensure it doesn't happen again? What is clear is that Britain is at a moment of reflection, whether it wants to be or not. These events force a look in the mirror at social cohesion, economic pressure, and the effectiveness of institutions meant to maintain order and protect communities. As the situation continues to develop, more information will emerge. Arrests may be announced, explanations offered, and political promises made. But the images from tonight will linger. They have already become part of a larger conversation about where the country is heading and how fragile stability can be when stress reaches a breaking point. For now, the streets are quieter, but the impact is anything but. What unfolded minutes ago is not just a news story, it is a warning signal, and how Britain responds to it may shape the months ahead.